This is Sun Peace Sanctuary, County Road 428, Reeves County Road 428. This is a documentation by a veteran who lives on Reeves County Road 428. The word is out now that I've been taking recordings, that I'm videoing their activities. Okay, you see the dust cloud? That's the truck that went by. And further ahead is where this previous truck went by. Two of them just came by. This is early AM. I didn't check the time. I'm guessing it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 to 8 AM. This is my residence where I live. Trying to have a normal day, which doesn't happen here. You know, it'd be great to be able to be quiet and still and enjoy the sunrise. Aesthetically pleasing moments of nature. And a darko and resolute energy of the two responsible parties, as well as the Texas Railroad Commission for handing out leases like they're candy. The state of Texas that has not imposed speed limits on county roads in the front of veterans' homes or in the front of U.S. citizens' homes. They basically just push people aside. And the word in Pecos, Texas, the oil field just keeps doing what the oil field wants to do. People, ranchers, I talked with the ranch hand yesterday. He said instead of being able to work his cattle for the rancher, he had to play policeman, babysitter to a bunch of irresponsible adults driving in and out on the property. Had to make sure there was no theft going on. He said basically that's what he did, was hung out and babysat. The phlegm that I'm spitting out is not a result of cold temperatures. It's a result of an accumulation of dust being forced to breathe. Dust. Environmental pollution. Dust pollution. Created by the 24-hour, 7 days a week activity. As stated before, this activity was not occurring here when I first acquired or began acquiring this property. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunrise this morning. It's October the 4th, 2016. It's 4 years I've resided here and began projecting ideas, studying the ecology. I had plans for greenhouses that would operate on solar and wind turbine. You can kind of see the whiteness on the foliage. This is one side of the road. Further ahead you can't see, I can spot a jackrabbit. I have a few of them. A lot of the wildlife here is lacking. If you can see this shrub, it's not green at all. It's completely covered in dust. This is the graded road. It's a caliche dust. There's no telling, it's got all kind of other stuff in it. I mean, there's granite, there's all types of various rocks. And this was not the necessary route, it was the easiest route that was opened up for them. There was a company called Sweat out of Artesia and out of New Mexico. I spoke with the guys themselves. They had a way of doing things. If you disagreed, if you didn't want all activity on your property, they would put it close enough to irritate you. There's another truck coming down the road, just coming off the highway. There were several smaller vehicles that passed by. A lot of these smaller vehicles, even though the trucks will try to participate in keeping their speeds to a minimum to reduce the dust pollution, smaller trucks will come by flying without any concern for it. So as you can see, just attempting to try to enjoy the peaceful sunrise, that's not going to be possible. This truck that is approaching, that's another 3H truck. He thinks he's in a parade. And they have been warned. Just by their activity I can tell, because they're not driving as fast. These guys were not doing a bad job on their own, but then you started having all tankers coming in and other people, and what happens is the persuasion. It's no different than teenagers, you know. You get persuaded by your peer group, and they get frustrated because they're trying to comply. And as you can see, there's a dust cloud behind this guy. Say he's not like the other fellow that just came by. He's not even paying attention. Oh, you fucking... He's not even paying attention. See, there's all this dust you can barely see. Here comes an accommodation of somebody. These are the guys I'm after. They don't even pay attention. Watch the dust rise. You can follow his track. The wind's got a little bit more speed, so it's carrying it a lot faster. I'm getting affected. There's the sunrise. And there's your dust ride. This is another company. This is called Cap Rock. Midstream. And only because the wind has a little bit higher velocity today, you're not going to see as much of the cloud immediately behind the vehicles. But there you go, you can see it rising. You can see the 18-wheelers coming from the back. Think about it, people. This is West Texas, Reeves County Road 428. The state of Texas says if there's no speed limit signs, then 30 miles per hour is their maximum speed. Do they really need to drive 30 miles per hour? Not really. I'm only 3/10 of a mile from the highway. They can get to where they're going, and it won't affect their productivity. Straight ahead, I don't know that you can pick it up. Another smokestack burning gas. They've removed the rig that was